Week here on Stacker.News Live. We're going to jump into Womble's picks. This is Womble's segment. Womble is behind the scenes making clips every day. Check him out here on Stacker.News Live on the YouTube channel. You can see it's right over here. These are his clips. These are Womble's clips. So check it out. His story today is Apple names John Ternus CEO, replacing Tim Cook, who becomes chairman. Keyan, did you hear about this news?
I did hear about it. Yeah. So I guess Tim Cook is stepping down away from CEO. I think it's effective later in the fall of this year, September 1st of this year, that'll happen. And who he's getting replaced by is John Ternus, who was a senior vice president of hardware engineering after being, and I think he's been at Apple since 2001, originally working, I think, on some of their like Apple displays, and then kind of went up the ranks to senior vice president, and has now been picked. I guess he was also the youngest member of their executive team. So among all the VPs and kind of other people in the C-suite, he was the youngest of them. And
yeah, I think everybody thought it was going to be Federighi, right? Or like one of these other guys that was in charge of like software. But yeah. Do you think there was this is more a question for me to ask you. Do you think there was another like behind the scenes really bigger issue that was going on? Why Steve or Tim Cook stepped down?
Well, Tim Cook is quite old. I guess he's like pushing on 60 at this point. He was already significantly older, I think, than Jobs when Jobs died. So I got that might be one thing, is he's just, he's kind of slowing down. Another, I think, is probably the emphasis on hardware as part of Apple's business is probably greater than ever. I think most of the services they tend to produce are, at parity maybe with competitors, but they're not really pushing boundaries there, but they're definitely pushing boundaries in hardware, and that's kind of what they're known for. And we know a bunch of AI plebs who are really into their hardware for AI stuff. And so I'd guess that's why I think they're just like doubling down on the hardware direction.
Do you also think this is a good time for them to make the move, or no?
Yeah, why not? I mean, when else? I don't know. I don't know much. I don't follow Apple much, except I pay attention to their product announcements because I tend to like most of their products. But it does seem, if they are going to go harder on like providing computers for people building stuff with AI or running local models and stuff, it would make sense to me. I think it just makes sense in general to have someone who is very hardware focused. I mean, it seems like the leaning of Steve Jobs, even though was more general, more hardware focused than software focused.
Yeah, Womble's question was, here he goes here. He said, question, in your opinion, what has been the best and worst thing that Apple has done under Tim Cook's tenure from 2011 to 2026? Keyan, what do you think? What do you think it's been?
I don't really know all that. Again, I don't follow Apple much. I vaguely know the product announcements, and I would say my favorite product that has emerged over the last decade or so is probably the AirPods. I think that I know
really?
it's kind of boring, but
oh wow,
I think at least when it came out, I know there's a lot of competition now, but at least when it came out, I thought it was pretty like way ahead of the crowd and worked really awesomely and felt very magical. And then probably my least favorite product that I never really understood is probably the Apple Watch. I don't get it. I don't think it looks nice. I don't think it just feels like a phone on your wrist. You and I discussed this like a week or two ago.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I think
do not like it.
I don't know. I feel like Wumble said, what in your opinion has been the best and worst thing? The best thing, I would say, just probably the hardware, right? Probably the hardware. He just keeps improving it with his team. I would say that's probably the best thing, is the hardware hasn't stopped as far as like, just upgrading every year, the iteration.
Yeah, he kept the wheels on the car.
Yeah,
which is probably a big deal.
I think that's so that I would say there's two best things. So that's the first one. And the second one is that like Apple didn't implode after you left. Like there was a chance where he could have, because they had gotten rid of Forestall in the beginning, and there's all that Maps debacle. So it could have barely happened. It could have happened early on within the first 2-3 years, but it didn't. And so he kept his promise to Steve Jobs. And then I would say he's definitely made it stable enough to where now somebody like Ternus can come in and potentially really start innovating. So he's built enough like solidifying just capital behind the scenes, and so I think they're going to be fine. The worst thing that he's done, I think the innovation stuff, I think is just like very lacking these days. They just haven't really innovated. I think the Vision, what is it called, the Vision goggles, or
Vision Pro.
yeah, that's just a miss. And then they pulled back from Titan too as well. So
What is
there was
Titan?
that. Titan was their car that they were going to make.
Oh, I see.
So that was another. So probably those two things stand out. But even with that, they're. I mean, I think he's still phenomenal. I mean,
As far as I know, the VR headset was pretty good. Like as far as a high-end VR headset, it was very nice. I know most people who are into VR view it that way. But yeah, I don't think the market was there for it.
Well, typically they enter markets and then they dominate them or they improve upon them. And I don't know if they actually dominated with their Vision Pro or improved on it. So that's the biggest thing I've seen. At least with the smartwatch stuff, they at least improved upon the Pebble and then like dominated it. Same thing with the AirPods.
I think it was, but I think
Yeah.
they dominated with the watch though. I think because of its relationship to all like the ecosystem of other Apple products. Like if it were just a watch on its own, I'm not sure it would have been as successful.
No, because remember Tether was doing or not Tether, Pebble was doing their tethered iPhone that you could attach, and then Apple came out with their watch that was also tethered to the phone. So it was a way bigger. I don't know. I think it was way bigger than the previous stuff that was out there, but I don't know.
Yeah, I just wonder what the reason was for that. Is it their existing market share around Apple products, and they can make the watch work seamlessly with it in a way that Pebble could not?
I have a question for you. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think he's going to get replaced right away, or do you think he's going to make it Keyan?
From what I can tell, Apple is a fairly steady ship,
Yeah,
and they have like a bunch of structures in it
Yep.
that kind of prevent it from capsizing.
yeah.
And they have a bunch of money to like keep people in line and cooperative. So I don't see much changing, and I would guess they thought a lot about it, and I don't have any insight
I
that
hope he comes out of the gate just swinging with like a new product. I hope that happens.
Apple skateboard. That's what I vote for.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, that's Wumble's picks. Every week we cover Wumble's picks. Tune in next week for Wumble.